God-giving Thursday afternoon. And yeah, when you call in 0700 993 993 993 and 0201 465 7190. Yes. No obstacles to your confessions. Remember, when you call in, you don't say your name. So now what? About a few weeks ago, the NBA halftime did something I would say particularly would be unusual to have a solo guitarist, at the NBA halftime show. But I thought, well, why not? If he's talented, if he's unique. I don't even think I've ever heard this guy say a word, but his fingers do all that talking, himself and his guitar. His name is Masin. If you say you're an artist, you have to be, as good with your art the same way Michelangelo is good with painting. You have to be as good. You have to be so good with cooking, so that we can compare you to Mike Tyson. We can say you cook as good as Mike Tyson fights. If you're good with, I don't know what you're good at. Whatever craft, whatever art, I think you must give soul to it, just so that, I don't know, you can terraform into something else. You can transform into something else. And it's really the beauty of art. It's power of transcendence. It's the meaning, it's the color, it's the depth, it's the question. Maybe, good God, it could even be the answer. Yeah. Okay. His name is Marcin. I think he's a mute at this point, but no, he's not. He rarely ever says anything. He just plays. It's beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Yanni. I don't think I've ever heard Yanni speak. Well, welcome to the show then. Now you have to talk on Nigeria info. We're talking 0700 993 993 993. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. My name is Joyce. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. they say, good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. All right, so someone is asking for my playlist. How am I supposed to compile a playlist for you? I'm not sure I can. Today I've played Hosea Adejo, and I think I also played Idea 10, because I thought I wanted to play Tony Braxton, but I didn't play Tony Braxton. I wanted to play Tony Braxton and, what's his name? What's that fine boy's name? Trey Songz. Yeah, I wanted to play that. And then I think the other track you could be referring to would be Gibran Alcosa, Idea 10. Yep, Gibran Alcosa. All right, so there you have it for the music. And then, of course, I played Masin. Welcome to the show, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Yes, taking a deep breath, catch it. The weather is cool, but I'm thinking the confessions will be hot. So let's get into it. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. My name's Joyce. And now we begin Confessions Thursday, this edition of Radio. Someone saying, thank you so much, Joyce, for the music you play. You kind of remind me of something new and beautiful. Okay, I'm not sure what that would mean, but I think I'll take it. Thank you. New and beautiful. Okay, thank you.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Beautiful lady here says, please, I need your advice on this matter. I'm married with 4 children. My wife initially loved sex. Oh, sex again. Okay, my wife initially loved sex, but after having our last child, she said she wasn't interested in sex again. I came down with prostate enlargement and was advised by some friends to get a girlfriend. This was after 20 years of marriage. This was after 20 years of what? Marriage? And 6 times of sex per year. Why am I in the mix? Hold on. What do you mean 20 years of marriage, 6 times? Wait, are you saying you have, in the last 20 years, you have literally counted how many times you've had sex in a year? And you came down to a total of 6 per year times 20. Is that what we're doing? Okay. Fast forward, I met this beautiful lady 6 years ago. She makes me happy, and I, in turn, love her so much. She's a single mom of 4. She's hardworking, and I know she can't stay on her own without my help. She's humble and also kind. Last month, she called me to visit. After a series of intimacy, she dropped the bomb that she's no more interested in the relationship. I asked her why, and she said she's just done. Joyce, I'm running mad here. Since last month, she's the only woman I've been with since, only woman I've been with since 6 wonderful years. Hold on, I think you're confusing me. I thought you said you were married. I'm a little lost here. You said you're married, and you're not quite divorced. Your wife just doesn't want to have sex. But I don't know how long it's been for you and your wife intimately. But here you have met someone else who's a single mom of 4. She just what? Dropped out on you? I've asked her why, and she said she's just done. I'm running mad here. Since last month, she's the only woman I've been with since 6 wonderful years. Even my wife doesn't know because I didn't change towards her. Okay, what can I do? I can't let go. You say, then I'm cured of my prostate enlargement through the same lady. Wait, how did you get cured of prostate enlargement through a lady? Like, what did she do? She introduced me to 2 doctors that did magic. Oh. Okay, so your story is so complex, and I think you are further complicating it. Are you married? Do you want to be married? So what are you doing with your marriage? Is this a case of your wife understands that you want to have sex, and so you have her consent for an open marriage? I don't know. Is this what you have? Can you help me out here? Is this a situation where your wife's aware you have an open marriage situation going on, and now you're in love with another woman? I don't know. I honest to God don't know. You sound like you like trouble. I don't know. Because then again, you want to be with a woman who's got 4 kids. I think the only question worth asking you is, well, you know she has 4 kids. You can accept that, right? 2, you love her. So you are willing to accept her and her kids, and you love her, but she doesn't want to be with you. So what do? You let her be. I don't know why she doesn't want to be with you. She doesn't tell you why she doesn't want to be with you. But then the problem of accommodating the possibility that she wants to be with you or not want to be with you leaves us with a bigger question of, so what do you have going with your wife? So I'm a little confused. If you can help, behold, I need help. All right? Okay, thank you. Confessions Thursday. Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. Hey, Joyce, hi, how are you doing? Is it a bad thing to ask a man out? No, it's not. Off the jump. But I don't know. Single guy, married guy? What are we doing here? I'm assuming he's a single guy. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, I don't know what he thinks. I hear that there are some men who are intimidated or insecure, and so they have laid out their judgments in certain ways. And so they expect things to happen a certain kind of way. And if it doesn't happen that way, they are either intimidated or I think it's a lack of esteem that causes them to judge your boldness brashly or misjudge it totally. Yeah. I've heard stupid things, and I don't think it's worth repeating. But if you ask me straight up, no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you asking someone out, someone that you like. Absolutely not. I think if they were sensible, they'll appreciate it. Okay, so go and win. Go take over the world. Good luck. Hello, Joyce. Hi, how are you doing? To be honest with you, I've had 2 relationships that have broken off within the space of 2 years. And for some weird reason, money appears to be the issue on both occasions. Like the first guy, I really liked him, but we kept having money issues. And he suggested that we separate. The second guy, well, we kind of liked each other and it was going well until money issue came up. There's something I need to understand. Why is money such a problem in relationships? I believe in assisting where I can. I also am of the traditional sense that it's the man's duty to provide. But somehow, money appears to be one issue that is a reoccurring problem for me at least. And I hope I'm not the only one in the situation. No. I would say we have been able to establish a similarity in some issues that have been discussed on Confessions Thursday, where money features, and it seems as though the moment the monetary problem comes up, the relationship suffers. In fact, I think many people have sacrificed their relationships because of money. And if you're asking the question of why it happens, I think people need to re-educate themselves and prioritize what's most important. So is money more important to the relationship than you two are to each other, or you're more important than the relationship? Both of you have to define that relationship, and I hope both of you are informed enough to make the best decision. Yeah. Hey, welcome. It's Confessions Thursday.
Hello?
Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Do you have a confession? Why is your line not
Yes,
clear?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So do me a favor, hold on a second.
Yep.
I'm getting a little.
Okay.
I'm getting a little noise at the background. I'm getting a little noise. Is your radio turned on? Can you turn off your radio?
All right. Everything is off now. So.
We're still not the best. It's still not the best. Okay, let's see whether we can get something out of you in 1 minute. What's your confession?
All right. I have an issue at hand.
Hold on a second. I apologize.
Can you hear me?
I can, but there's this noise that's a little disturbing. Could you just hang up and call back, please? Please, just hang up and then just call me back. Hopefully, it's a little better. Actually, a lot better. That noise at the background is very annoying. Yeah. 0700 993 993 993 and 0201 465 7190. Joyce, have you seen the message? Have you seen the story of a man who abandoned his wife at a hospital? It's trending on social media. Well, I don't know which one you're referring to. I saw one yesterday, actually. Maybe that's what you're referring to, of a woman who was abandoned at a clinic by her husband. And you're saying we really need to talk about it. Do men really love their wives? It's not. I don't think it's not a prevalent issue. I don't think it's really something we should just converge over. I mean, it's one of them rare cases. Yeah, one of the rare cases that happen. I saw the story. I saw the story. Very tragic, I would say. Very, very tragic. Probably we could look at that sometime next week. Yeah. I would even think particularly terrifying for the woman. Particularly terrifying to be left alone at such a vulnerable moment. Alone to cater not just for herself, but for a child. And then not even being strong enough or capable to do that. It must really be a very sad situation. We can look at the story sometime next week. Thank you very much. It's Confessions Thursday. My name is Joyce. Hello. It's the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Good afternoon once again.
Yeah, sure. Welcome. Go ahead.
Are you okay now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Still getting that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I have an issue at home. Been married for years with children. And I've been a faithful person.
And you've been where?
But I've been married
Yeah.
for years with children. And I've been so faithful.
Yeah.
I am actually a God-fearing person. I'm not trying to praise myself.
Yeah.
And we have been committed to each other. And it happened that I used to work in the same place with my wife. But for one reason or the other, I resigned to be on my own. But, for years now, I've never suspected my wife. Only for one night, when I do meet my prayers, or when I finish my prayers, I came to the bedroom. Eventually, stumbled on my wife's phone. She was listening to a message that she was already at fast asleep. So I decided
Sorry, pardon me. Could you bring it back? You found her phone, and then what happened?
Okay. Actually, what happened was that a chat came in, a WhatsApp chat.
Yeah.
From a former colleague that I know.
Yeah.
And the comment was not very good. I said that was what attracted me. I said, okay, why is this person addressing my wife as this and that? I decided to look at it further. And to my shock, the kind of vulgar chat I saw was quite shocking. And I now realize that truly, they were into something deeper. I challenged her, but she vowed that she has never had any intimacy with me. But as it is now, for the sake of the children and for the sake of all the, shame and other things, I can't make it an open.
Pardon? For the kids, you can't do what? What did you say?
I can't really escalate it.
Okay.
But within me, I feel very, very disappointed. I feel betrayed. I never expected that at all with somebody like her. So now, I am feeling the pain. I have nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
If I call any relations, it will escalate. So, and I'm just passing through it alone.
Oh.
Though she has promised, she has begged for forgiveness, and somehow forgiving her, but to forget is very difficult.
Yeah.
As long as she still goes back to that office. Because the clerk is there in the office, they interact by way of official duty. So I just don't know what to do. Because the capacity is level.
Yeah.
If I have my way, I would have asked her to resign.
Yeah.
But where can she get another job? So these are the issue and your advice and probably people's opinions and all this. Because one, I am not ready for divorce, and I wouldn't want that kind of amorous relationship to continue in any way.
Well, you say you've spoken to her, and she said that she's sorry for allowing such a thing even happen in the first place, right?
Yes.
Do you trust her? I mean,
She did
you've
not-
known her long
She
enough.
did not.
Okay.
She did not deny anything. All she was pleading, please have mercy on me. Please have mercy on me.
Okay.
She has been emotionally, somehow, kind of attached. So, and all this. So, I need to hear,
Yeah.
a
I mean,
counsel.
you know her a lot. You know her better than anyone else. I think you can
I
trust.
do.
You can trust
do.
her words.
I
I
do.
hope you can trust her words. And I think you may just need a little bit more time to really get over it. You may never really forget it, but you can really live with knowing that you stumbled on something terrible that doesn't exist any longer. Yeah. I know it's hard. Sometimes I don't know why people do it. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, because I asked her, because I said, look, I believe that the secrecy, the power of sin is in its secrecy.
Yeah.
So I decided to say, okay.
But is there any
all this
distance
man-
between the both of you? Because that could also be what informed her paying
No,
attention to her.
we are in the same house. We're in the same house.
I mean,
We
you
sleep
could
in the
be
same bed.
you could be in the same bed and still be alone.
Mm.
Like being in the same
I
house doesn't do
understand.
much.
I agree. But my shocker is just that I have always been the one trying to get our attention, conversation, but I realize that anytime I'm trying to close tongue, have serious discussions, it will be looking at her as if she doesn't have that time
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So I stumbled on this and I said, no wonder. So you are somehow.
Well, try again and
You
have this
know?
conversation with her. Try again. Try to rekindle whatever love you have going on. Try again, because now that she is admitting that she has cheated on you emotionally, she can at least commit to something for the betterment of your relationship together. I believe she would. I hope she does. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Be strong.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much for
You're welcome.
calling. Ladies, we will go off on our break. We'll be right back.
Anywhere Clara enter like this, people must give am compliment.
Clara, this your saint makes sense so.
Now because I dey use Wazobia.
Anywhere Johnny enter sef, people must comot cap for am. Johnny. As you enter like this, everywhere just begin smell nice. Which kind perfume you dey use?
Now Wazobia perfume oh.
Yes sir, Wazobia na the correct scent wey get quality. E dey last long and e dey give man and woman confidence any day, anywhere.
For authentic scent wey dey indigenous, make you choose Wazobia.
E dey available in perfume and body spray.
You fit get them for stores, supermarkets, and open market. E also dey available on top Jumia and all MedPlus pharmacy nationwide.
Remember, no be only how you take dress, na also how you take smell.
Wazobia, correct scent for correct people.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira. My name is Well Done. Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done? You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. On Confessions Thursday, we open 99.3 Nigeria Info side. Welcome, it's Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. Hello. Welcome. Afternoon. Do you have a confession?
Yes, I have a confession.
Just speak up for us and go ahead.
I don't know. Let me just send it to you. I don't know whether it's a confession, but when I send it, it's better.
You want to do what? I'm with you. You can speak.
Hear you, so I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Probably a question or a situation, right?
Yes, I say I have a, I don't know what
a situation, right? A situation you're dealing with?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's hear it. Oh, wait. I'm off on a break in about a few seconds, so I'd really hate to interrupt you or speaking. I'm off on a break. Then you can call me back on the other side of the hour. How about that?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, just about 2 minutes, and we're back to the conversation, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Okay, so yes, you heard me. It's about 1 p.m. on the clock. Next, the news update on Nigeria Info.
Is it a problem when you can't stop yourself from checking the social media?
So let me drop it for a day. And discover that you can actually drop it, no problem.
Yes.
Then you're not addicted. You just have this bad habit of always pressing your phone.
Do you know, even though I'm hungry, I'm begging to give me something I want to eat. Immediately they give me the money. I will just tell myself playing this game. I want to win for 8,200.
Stay with 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is the sunny side.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info, you're listening to the news update this hour. The NLC and the TUC have walked out of the ongoing minimum wage negotiations with the federal government and the organized private sector. The labor unions described the 48,000 naira proposal by the federal government as minimum wage as just ridiculous. Labour is proposing a fresh 615,000 naira minimum wage demand. At the joint press briefing, the NLC president, Comrade Joe Ajero, and his TUC counterparts, Comrade Festus Osifo, expressed disappointment at the government's alleged insincerity and insensitivity that have now led to the breakdown of the negotiations after months of doing so. Labour criticised the government's proposal, describing it as not only ridiculous but insulting and failing to meet up with the current economic realities. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association is urging organised labour to return to the negotiation table on the planned minimum wage review. NECA's appeal comes following the decision of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria to pull out of the National Minimum Wage Committee. The development came after representatives of government and organised private sector made an offer of 48,000 naira and 54,000 naira respectively. Reacting, the Director General of NECA, Adewale Smart Oyerinde, in a statement described Labour's pullout as unfortunate. He urged Labour to reconsider its position and come back to the negotiating table. On the foreign scene, Russia's President Vladimir Putin and China's leader Xi Jinping have praised their friendship and deep ties in a joint appearance before the media. Putin said Russia and China wanted a political solution to the Ukraine crisis, while Xi called for a two-state solution to the war in Gaza. This is Putin's first international visit since the start of his fifth presidential term. The meeting, the third in just over a year, comes as Russia's invasion of Ukraine has raged on for more than 2 years. That's the news update, Lagos. This is still the sunny side with Joyce on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Ohaifo.
On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. Wonderful people, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Yes, you're on the sunny side. And my name is Joyce. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. It's confessions about the crazies, the weird, the normals, well, the abnormals, the paranormals, the unusual, the confusion, the pain, the sadness, the regrets, the past, the fear of the future, all on Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Remember, you're not to say your name. I think I have to always keep reminding you of that one. Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Yeah.
You have a confession? Afternoon to you. Welcome. You have a confession, right?
No, I don't. I want to react on the last caller.
Yeah, sure. The gentleman who called in earlier? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the man that called in earlier about his wife, suspecting his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, you are getting softer these days.
What was I supposed to do?
This is not the Joyce we used to know, Joyce, please.
Real? Wait, what was I supposed to do? Yell at him?
No. The joy of those days will tell him what he's supposed to hear. Now, like, the wife have disrespected him in the first place.
Yeah.
So you should let her go.
Yeah. Is that the Joyce you know for real?
Yes, that's the Joyce we know.
So the Joyce you know has like the things that are personal philosophies for Joyce. And then I hope that the Joyce you know is the one who considers the other person's opinion. The man doesn't want a divorce. He just said it. He said he doesn't want the problem to escalate, but that he's also, suffering silently with what she has done. And so he confronted her.
The man will never be comfortable in the marriage again.
Yeah,
as long as they are still together.
Yeah, but remember, he doesn't want a divorce, and she didn't deny it. And he appears to be willing to forgive her. You can't ask him not to.
And I think her going back to the office every day, she'll be seeing the same guy. They will just readjust on how the guy will be sending her chats or how they will be meeting, but they will still be seeing themselves.
Look, that's a possibility, but there's also the possibility that this has, this would jolt her into reality, to be careful not to lose herself to a situation that could both disrespect her and her marriage and all her family members.
She will just be careful. Carefulness does not mean she will stop.
You're right. But there's also the tendency that she could stop. So I think
the man should just let her go.
Yeah, but
he just let her go. Probably tell family another thing. Just let her go.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm the only one that is divorced like recently. So
now you want company?
I just want the man.
You want company? You want company? Is that what this is?
But like Joyce, but like seriously, if the man is listening, the man should let her go. She has disrespected him and she will not stop. For the fact that he don't want the whole thing to escalate because of the kids, because of the family, because of this. Nah, she didn't consider that at the first.
Remember, you also have to take into consideration that he has confronted her and he said, according to his account, she didn't deny anything. So I think that this is a situation where she was just reckless. She was being stupid and was reckless with everything that she was doing. Maybe distracted. But now they've been able to... Okay, I'll tell him you said... I tell him... I don't know that for sure. I think that there's a way you can...
and I know she will not stop.
So, no, you can't speak
for
her.
That does not mean she will end the relationship with the other guy.
You don't know that for certain. I mean, I can permit your assumptions, but you don't know that for certain.
So it's like even you know that. That's why I say you are becoming too soft.
I don't think I'm ever going to become so soft as to ignore sensibility. Ever. I'm just saying, but he doesn't want a divorce. You also have to realize that people have to manage pain in a way that they don't lose their own mind. Like, if he lost his mind, what use is he to us, right? So you want him to still not lose his mind.
If he chooses to manage his pain, this pain will lead him to his grave.
Well,
and she will move on, and she will move on, and she will be happy.
Okay, so how about we wait and follow up? Let's just wait and follow the story as it develops. Hopefully, he's going to call us back if after a month, 2 months, he notices something different, weird, worse. Yeah, how about that? Then we can talk about this. But for now, I
pray he calls next week and tell us you have done the right thing. You have done the needful.
Fingers crossed then. Okay.
You have done the needful. Let us ask her to leave.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for calling.
And you, Joyce, be the Joyce we used to know, Jerry.
Guy, I don't think I'm ever going to change.
Please don't.
Okay. Good Lord. You see, when you encode me into your memory and there's something wrong with that encoding, that's what this is right now. Confessions Thursday.
DJ?
Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
No, I just want to say something to the last guy that called.
Okay. Oh.
So I want to simply say you handled the situation on ground the way you were supposed to handle it. The man in question from his narration said, although he was ailing, he was not really happy, but he doesn't want her to leave. And so time is a healer. Should the tables turn, would you tell the man as well to leave? So honestly, in my own opinion, it's not that you're too soft, but you've handled it the way you ought to handle it. Time is a healer.
No, leave that guy. I don't think his situation is because I'm soft. I think he just got a divorce and he wants company. He wants more. He wants to go to the bar and there are boys out there who are divorced. I think that's what he wants.
Everything would align. He should be the one to take that decision, not anybody prompting him. It's his own house. Thank you so much.
Okay. You know, there was a time where I had this friend who had just gotten married. And so whenever we hang out and we drive past any restaurant or bar, he'll nag about the men who wouldn't go home to their wives. He'll just nag. He's like, why wouldn't they go home? You all married men, go home to your wives. And it was a thing for him. He didn't understand why men wouldn't go home. Maybe this moment reveals something. Maybe. Hello, welcome to the show. It's Confessions Thursday. Can you hear us? Make it back. Nigeria Info Confessions Thursday. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. Okay.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. You have a confession?
Yeah, I want to remain anonymous.
You should be anonymous. Go ahead.
Okay, so, George, I think I don't even know where to start the story from, but the long and short of the story is I really need help. I don't know what to do. I think I don't know if I would say I've concluded, but I don't think I married the right person.
That's possible.
I don't think so.
What's
so
the story?
I married. Yeah, so I've been married now for close to this year. Will make it 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got married at a very young age. I married at 25. My wife was 24 at that time. So I mean, we just done with school. I just made some money from tech and just invested in one of the things that we got married. So ever since then, I noticed that every decision I have been telling her to take, some decision that would hurt the other partner, but it's for the sake of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Like decisions like, okay, let's invest in. I'm just giving an example. I don't want to say things where they are so that people who know us wouldn't relate with the story. So I'm looking at, okay, let's look at investing in buying a land and start building a house, which is not exactly what happened though.
Yeah.
But she'll be like, no, we don't need that. I need to rent. We need to move out. We need to get something. So she's about herself, and not for the family. So this has been happening for the past few years now. So as of 3 years ago, I made money also about 3 years ago. So I told her, this money is made now. Let's run away. Like, let's jump out.
Oh.
To our baby.
Yeah.
Let's just jump out because the situation of the country is not. And at that time.
Hold on a second. Pardon me. Is your radio turned off?
Yes, my radio is turned off. I'm not even listening to radio now.
Okay. All right.
So, because she wasn't comfortable with the idea of Japa, like for herself again, and not for the family. For herself, she wasn't comfortable, and then, but of course, she's doing well in Nigeria. But the future is not guaranteed for me. To go, I was looking at it and I was telling her, let's go, but she refused. At the end of the day, we eventually did not go again.
Okay.
So, in fact, what even got me tired was like 3 months ago. So we were supposed to travel for that was a building I'm doing in the village. We're supposed to complete it. We're supposed to travel. And in fact, everybody's supposed to be there. This is our building. It is our own. In fact, it was built in our name. Everything done in our own name.
Our name, like yours and hers?
Yes.
Okay.
My own, Mr. So, and Mrs. So.
Okay.
Not Mr. and even Mrs.
Yeah.
On all the documents, even though everything is for my own, I just don't want to go into the financial aspect. But, I mean, I just did it because she's my wife after all. My next of kin, my kid is also there. So if anything happens to me, it is my kid and her. So, I mean, there is no. But she refused. She said because that same weekend, she has a party. And the party she's having, I think she's the, what is it? Is it brother? She's the next person after the bride, the last lady after the bride.
The bridesmaid?
The bridesmaid, chief bridesmaid, she was the chief bridesmaid. So because of that party, she refused going. And so many decisions that I think.
Yeah, but the bridesmaid one, you can no. But you see that bridesmaid one. If she had to be there, if that was a commitment she had made already, you can't ask her to turn that down.
Joyce, it is not even only that.
I'm just saying that the bridesmaid one probably wouldn't cut it. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even called you if it was only that. I wouldn't have called you.
Okay.
Like for the past years now, it's been things that would profit you first before the family you have first.
Well, good. Have you ever gone to God in prayer and be like, well, thank you very much for revealing this thing to me? Have you ever thanked God for like, wow, well, thank you for revealing this to me? You haven't, I'm sure.
I have not done
because you haven't accepted what she's showing you. You haven't come to terms with this noise is nagging. Oof. You haven't come to terms with the fact that, well, she's a selfish person and she wants herself first. Yeah, and there are people like that, good looking, but selfish. So now the question is, how much of this can you tolerate? So there are probably people who can tolerate a selfish partner, or wife, husband, who is very self-absorbed. Who wants myself first, and then everybody else maybe. You see that? So, well, the question is, if you say you have noticed that your wife's very selfish, then can you live with it? How much of that can you live with? That's probably the next question you have to be asking yourself. I want you to accept it. If that's your reality, that's your reality. Then what are you going to do about it? Accept it, wait, file for divorce later when you get your feet on the ground. You know, what you're going to do. You don't even have to give me an answer now, but I think first thing is you have to accept it. Accept that your wife's a selfish person. But I think you should have a conversation with her. Draw her attention to it.
I have done this. It even gets to the fact that she even puts her own family before whatever happens in my own family. The family you are building, your own family, you put your own parents or siblings first. I mean, if we're going to take a decision to the extent that she consults her own family to get a nod before coming back to give approval, and if her family says no, she comes back and then picks quarrel with me because I am going against and everything I am even trying to do in this family is just for the sake of the family.
Wait, let's see whether
for my selfish reasons I would have even I don't know. I'm just trying to lay this there so that somebody who is in my situation can even hear me out and even understand how pain I am.
Yeah.
How can I be building a family with you as a wife and then decisions we should be taking for the sake of our own daughter and of course our own son? You are against it because of your own selfish reason. It's
maddening.
Not making sense.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's not supposed to make sense to you, but I'm sure it makes sense to her. But wait a second. Did I just catch you say that you're in a relationship with a woman and before she makes a decision, her family's opinion would override yours as a partner?
Yes, Joyce. Yes, as a matter of fact, this thing happened 2 weeks ago.
All right.
As a matter of fact, it happened 2 weeks ago. I wanted, because the left side of my car has been giving me issues. I wanted to change it. I wanted to change it. So it's not as if I can't go and dip my hand into my. But I just asked for your consent. You were like, this. Then you have to go out. The next thing that I heard from the mother called me. I wanted to. I heard you wanted to.
Okay. So, homeboy, I don't know what you're in, but I can tell that you don't like it. It's not pleasing. It sounds crazy to me, to be honest.
It's crazy. Like for the past 6, I'm 31. For the past 6 years, it's just been like me making decisions that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just need somebody to tell me.
No.
Right
you
now.
know. So let's establish what you already know. As long as you're not lying, as long as you're stating it as best as you can with every atom
if possible, I can even call her. If possible, I can call her and put her on this corner so she will. I don't know.
Okay. No. It's okay. It's okay. So look, she is who she is. And we are probably dealing with a situation where she's not mature enough to think for herself. So other people have to do her thinking for her. So unfortunately, yeah, you look like you're married, but you're really not because someone else is really just speaking through her. That's it. The question now is, if you're this frustrated, you have to ask yourself, how much of this can I live with? That's where you are at the moment. How much of this can you truly tolerate? And I'm glad you're 31, so it suggests that you can do something about something. I mean, even if you were 50, you probably still have to decide whether you want to spend the remaining 20 years of your life or 25 years of your life, living or putting up with this.
I just want to cry. I will listen over the radio, please.
Okay, sure, please. And cry. Look, brother, take it from someone who cries too. Cry because it eases your tension. Cry because you can release rage, because when I cry, I'm just practically releasing rage. But I noticed that there's a. I won't call it a problem. I won't. Crying solidifies my rage. Remember, it sounds like I'm releasing rage. It solidifies it. But it also gives me clarity to cry. Just cry. It's like I'm bleeding out something. And then cry. Oh, please cry. Cry. Then after you're done crying, good. So what are we going to do? Because I don't see why you should cry about one thing 5 times. One thing. I don't see why. So you have to decide, well, so this is what it is. And I wanted you to have a conversation with her. Have a conversation with her this time around as to how well this relationship can or cannot survive. If you're going to keep having external influences, mommy's opinion, that is, like, I really feel sorry for you people whose opinion count for nothing because someone else's opinion has to first be established and it's not yours in your own relationship. Like, sincere sympathy to you. I like that you're frustrated, and really, this frustration is a good thing. It's a good sign. It says, well, you don't like it because certainly it's not good for your mind, it's not good for your soul, it's not good for your relationship, and you're not even in love. I don't know whether I should also be grateful for that, because it's like, so what are you really fighting for here? So the least you can have is peace, right? Well, it's the most you can have. So the least you can have is understanding. The most you can have is peace, and you neither have understanding nor peace. So you really don't have anything. You really don't have anything. You don't have anything. I mean, you look like you have a wife, but you really don't. So cry, and then play that whole picture back in your mind and say to yourself, well, what am I going to do with what's left of me? How do I want to live out the rest of my days? This situation or another situation? You really have to answer that question. So if you're staying, you're like, okay, this is my cross, I'll carry it. If you're leaving, that's also a cross that you'll carry. You can leave. But the pain is good. It's telling you something. And I'm glad you can cry. More men need to cry. Kind of helps with judgment. For real. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. Hey, how are you? Yeah, speak up for me, okay? Turn off your... This line is just bad today.
Okay.
You have a confession. Turn off your radio, yeah, then you don't say your name. You have a confession, right? Real quick, let's go.
Yeah, I have a confession.
Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
Okay. So, I was dating a lady I thought she was the best woman in my life. And I never knew she was busy cheating on me. For the first 3 months of the relationship, she already started cheating. And all my life, I was fooling myself, believing that she's the best woman a man could ever get.
That's not you fooling yourself. What someone does to you is not you fooling yourself. They try to fool you, so don't take that on yourself. Yeah.
So I make sure that I try to please her. I respect her. Sometimes I'm a good cook. I cook for her.
Oh, that's cute. I need to marry a man who cooks.
What did you say?
I need to marry a guy who cooks. Like, if he can't cook, nah, I'm not marrying him. Go ahead.
Okay.
You kind of have a life that we kind of envy, huh? Go ahead.
So I respected her privacy. For all of the 2 years, I didn't check her phone. I didn't do anything that probably will offend her. I tried as much as possible to reach out to her. Though I wasn't making as much money.
Okay. I sincerely do apologize. I need to be off on a break. So you're going to have to either hang in there or you call me back, right?
Okay, I'll hang on.
Hey, ladies. You remember what happened to me last year? How can we ever forget that? When 4 men proposed to you.
Yes, so Kayode, Emeka, Kingsley, and even Muhammad. In fact, I was asking God when.
Good. Now here is the gist. Another dating party is coming. A large gathering of singles in Nigeria, and I believe that it is your time to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right. I didn't tell you. Date is Sunday,
26th of May,
2024. Time is 4 p.m. The dress code is all white. To register, visit www.intimacyclinic.org/upcoming event or call 0818-457-5377. If you are single and you want to mingle, don't just miss this for anything. It's gonna be loud. For sponsorship, call 0818-457-5377. Let's go there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
The first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games
check
to juicy gist,
double check,
and great music.
Super check.
Oh
these and more on your number one PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play.
Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. We're back. Hey, I'm here. My name's Joyce. It's Confessions Thursday. There's a call on the line. Look, thank you very much for holding up. I do appreciate it.
Okay, I'm here.
Good to have you. Go ahead, please.
So she was quite very prayerful, and a typical God-fearing lady, a man, very prayerful, very strong speaking, and then always encouraging. So I was grateful. I thought that is who she really is, and I thought I had a wife. I had someone I could possibly get married to.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can remember. There was a time I called last year. I told you how I have a woman that because of I was struggling financially. That she loved me. I loved her. We loved ourselves, but I wasn't able to marry her, and I was ready to let her go for sometimes. So I called her back and we reconciled and everything. We moved on. I didn't even know I didn't know who she was. So late November last year, I started noticing something, and my mind was disturbed.
You started noticing what? From this your girl, right? What did you notice?
Yeah, inconsistent.
Now we're back.
Communications and everything.
Stop. Okay.
So I made up my mind to check her phone for the first time, her WhatsApp. Lo and behold, like I see a couple of married men she has been sleeping with on a regular basis. Okay. Like she would leave from work, go to the hotel, come back, go to on regular basis, like a lot of married men. Not even so. I approached her. I tried to threaten her just for her to confess. So she confessed that the first person she knew was after the first 3 months of our relationship. That means for the first 3 months she has already been sitting around unknowingly to me. I was so respectful to. I was so. I don't know how to put it.
I get it.
I thought I had a one.
All right.
Yeah. So she confessed that she mentioned the location, and the location was very, very far away from her, and she's the one even taking sometimes giving this guy money. The transactions that were all there on the chat and everything.
Sorry, bring it back. Wait a second. Hold on, wait. Did you just say like the man lay with her and she gives them money?
Like the brokest one, the broke guy, the one that she cheated on me with for the first 3 months of relationship.
She was paying him.
Yeah, like the guy will be demanding more like 5K, 5K, sometimes all those change. I didn't even know. And also, all my life I was with this girl. I was broke. Like I don't know how to put it. Immediately I broke up with her. Honestly, things began to change for me. Like I'm doing perfectly well now. Like I wonder if sometimes I feel like probably she was the one hindering me for my success, my job and everything. Because of how committed I was and everything. And this lady is even so respectful, so humble, so prayerful. Joyce.
So what's the question now? Yeah, it's okay. Like we've seen the seats before.
My problem right now is I'm having I see almost every lady now as a devil. I'm sorry to use this word. I don't know how to put it.
That's uneducated, though. That's ignorance, though. You know that, right?
I'm sorry about this.
No. And I don't even mean that in a disparaging manner. Like, it's very ignorant to say that, well, you see every woman in the same light.
I'm sorry about that. My perception have changed about women, and I feel like I won't be able to see a good woman to get married to. Like, I won't be able to. Like, I don't know how to put it. I don't know the yardstick to make sure who is right and who is the right woman, who is a bad woman. Because I'm this kind of person that I would ever thought my girl I can have a woman.
Have you ever heard the word deception before? Like the whole idea of deception is to look like something but not be it. That's the whole idea. So you can't say that, well, there's something wrong with your judgment just because you were thinking someone was a sheep and then you realize, good God, they're like serpents. That's not on you. That's on them. But you can't say every sheep now is a serpent. Can you see that? They're bad people. And then there are good people. Unfortunately, you met one bad person. Good enough for you. You're not in a chokehold. I mean, what if you were like so in love with her and then you found out? That could take you 5 years to recover. Like maybe even more. To even just wake up from that shock alone, from that heartbreak. But at least that's not necessarily where you are. You just have a problem. So your perception is what has been broken. Your perception has cracked. That's okay. You can shake it off.
And the big question I keep asking people right now, I don't know, because in this age of social media, everybody feels like you shouldn't go to your partner, so you shouldn't go to your partner.
You shouldn't. Why are you sweating it?
I'm asking this very question. Is it not better you go to your partner's home for once and know who she is, who he or she is, and know the kind of person you are dealing with, and walk away?
There are people who are so good at this game. They delete files, right? So they could have a phone, and you'll never find anything on their phone. But they're really they're slaying you. Why do you think the phone is the only, reservoir of evidence? Like, it may not be the phone. Like, a person could be looking you in the eye and not like you, but they're laying with you. Like, what would you do about that one? There are the worst means of deception, and just because you think, well, check the phone. You check the phone, you don't check the phone, don't mean that if someone was going to, break your heart or do something spiteful to you, they wouldn't succeed. No, you just have what you know to be what you want. And I hope you are as good as your prayers. And then you've met one bad person, it doesn't mean the next person is bad. As long as you are willing to give your relationships time for you to know someone, which is really what you have to do. You never really know anyone, but at least you can give time to really know them. Like, just beyond what they say, like who they really are. You really have to invest in knowing who a person is, what they like, where they like to go, what they eat, what music they listen to, what they love to wear, their perfume, what books they read, what kind of music they listen to. When they pray, what do they pray about? Their perception or orientation of religion, science, society. Know someone. You can tell a person out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. But you're not investing in knowing the heart. You have to want to know the heart.
And funny enough, George, let me say this last part. You know something? So immediately she made the convention, I caught her and everything.
Oh.
So because I was actually using my laptop to sign into her, like to link her phone to my laptop and everything. I saw everything. So I left the WhatsApp on my laptop for a while. So she was begging me, crying, telling me she has blocked all of them and everything. I was still, I left it there and pretending as I told her I deleted and everything. I don't want to see it. The more I see it, the more I get broken and everything. She believes me, and lo and behold, few days later, she was making me a video of showing her private part and sending to.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait, is this relationship over first of all? Because I'm hurting already.
It's over. My problem right now is the fact that I'm finding it difficult to trust another woman.
Take your time. Take your time. At least take some time to be single, take in some air, love the color in the world, find some peace, learn who you are, independent of anybody else, and women particularly, and then see whether you can allow yourself know someone else.
All right.
Yeah, take time.
Thanks a lot, now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Serpents. I'm even happy for you that you realized early enough. You should be grateful for that. 36 minutes past 1 p.m. Hey, Confessions Thursday.
A minute, that's my friend. We just called her. I'm a witness to a friend that 2 weeks before his wedding, a girl that they want to marry that is humble more than the girl this boy just said. 2 weeks before the wedding, she was caught with another man. So that marriage letter ended.
All right.
I want you to move on. Move on with your life. Another woman than they. Because if you marry that girl that disappointed you,
no, it's over.
If he not kill you,
it's
then
over.
if he not kill you, now you go kill him.
It's over.
So marry another woman, yeah? Thank you very much.
It's not only women that do this thing. If I've heard more guys who cheat on the eve of the wedding. It's very shameful. But yeah, I guess when you do that, I don't know who you think you're doing, but I mean, you do it. I mean, and they really try to make it make sense. Like, they try to, like, give it language. It's like, how many idiots are in the room here? Welcome to the show's Confessions Thursday.
Hi, Lady J.
Yeah, do you have a confession?
No, I just want to...
1 minute.
Okay, please. You told him to hold on, that there are still some good girls out there. I just want him to keep the faith.
I didn't ask him to hold on. I said he should move on.
Yeah,
hold on
I
for
know,
what?
not for this one. Yeah, he should. He should really move on.
Okay.
Happens, but there are still a few good ones. He shouldn't lose hope.
There are good people in the world. They're still good.
Yeah,
They're still good in the world.
Honestly.
Thank
and
you.
there was this guy that called before this last one. I just want to tell that one as well that he should please not just give up. See, everywhere they abound different things. So when you say you're closing your eyes for the evil ones, you won't even know when the good ones would also pass by. I found myself also in that mommy's girl picture. But then I had to have a dialogue with my man. So he should dialogue with the lady. She would come to, she would realize. And if she doesn't, he knows what to do.
Thank you.
It can be amendable, please.
Okay. Confessions Thursday. Make it back. My name's Joyce. Remember, when you call in, you don't say your name. Hey. How are you? Confessions Thursday. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. Heartbreak.
Hello, Auntie Joyce.
Welcome. Do you have a confession, my friend?
I have. Auntie
Please
Joyce.
go ahead.
Good
Go ahead.
afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. It's all about my condition, my sister. I got remarried last year. So she has to come to stay with her elder sister at Nasarawa. So the elder sister now used firewood and beat her up and sent her from the house and pack her shoe and send her. At this moment, as I'm calling you, I'm in Lagos. This very lady wants to come and meet me. There is no transport. I'm not also comfortable in Lagos. No any other way out for me. That's my confession, my sister.
Okay. Who is the lady?
My wife.
Oh.
Yes. So very.
So where is
very,
she?
Very, very.
Where is she?
She's in Nasarawa.
Oh, and you're in Lagos.
Sister. Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So, Madam Joyce, this thing is so very, very, I'm so very, 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 very stranded. And there's no any other way out for me. No any other way out.
Except what?
Except no way out. I was like so very stranded, Madam Joyce.
Yeah, but what are we
Very,
supposed to
very
do? So what are we supposed to do? Do you understand?
I wanted to send her 30K that can bring her to Lagos. But no way out. I have not started any job since I came to Lagos.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling them. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam.
So this gentleman here is saying that I have to. He's like, hello, Joyce. On the altar of confession, I want you to address the damage that the chain of heartbreaks is causing in this generation. I suffered heartbreak from a lady I dated for 5 years who I eventually found out was getting married on social media. After that, I wanted to get married and I bumped into a lady who loved me after 2 other dates. I dated her for 8 months and went for an introduction, but I was scared that I may be rushing things. After the introduction, she sent me her phone for repairs and I saw some things I was uncomfortable with. I stayed away for some time. Her mom called and I ignored, and then she told me the relationship was over because I was ignoring her mom. I took it very seriously without knowing that she meant it, and being a broken man, I moved on. The lady did everything to get back to me. Came back with schoolmates, went to my parents, sent relatives to call and beg, went to my landlord, and so on. I just couldn't forgive. It ended in 2017. Until date, this girl is still in pain. I have a family now, and I even reconciled and told her we can be friends from a distance to help her heal. But recently, she became so fierce and antagonistic. I've blocked her everywhere. And when keeps discovering different platforms to reach me and remind me how I ruined her life. Please help counsel her on how to heal from this. I'm not happy she's in pain, but there's nothing I can do to help. Ugo. Heaven. So I really hope that she accepts that you move on. And that's one way to heal, is accepting the obvious. She has to accept that you have moved on. And she has to allow herself accept that truth. Now I don't know how much of this is actual pain or how much of this is manipulation, because there are people who can want to use something, a situation, to manipulate a situation. So I don't think she needs my counsel as much as she needs to accept the fact that you've moved on, and she has to heal so that she can move on and not miss out on the beauty of life, including making herself happy, meeting friends, finding love. Yeah, the world is hers for the taking. But if she's just going to keep coming back with this, you hurt me, you hurt me, you hurt me, well, ask her to forgive you just so that she can move on. She has to at least be willing to accept your apology and forgive you for what she claims you have done to her so that she can move on. I need not cancel her. I don't think there's anything I can say except just tell her, well, he's moved on. Have you considered forgiving? Have you considered the fact that it just didn't work out? And he didn't mean to hurt you. And this is at least appearing to be a case where you didn't set out to hurt her. It just turned out that the situation was that bad. So if she's still holding something against you, I think you should speak to her and explain your perspective to her and apologize for the final time and say, look, I'm really sorry, but I have a family now and I can't pay you any more attention. So I hope that you're able to forgive me and move on. That's really all that it can be. It cannot be anything more. So tell her what I've said. Hopefully you tell her some more things from your own heart and she can heal and this can be done. All right, Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
No, I don't. I have a confession, yes.
So what's up?
It's just something that is bothering me, seriously. You know, sometimes ago, I'm a sales rep, so most time I'm always on the road driving. And I came across this keke that there's an inscription at the back of the keke that he said that he left home so that he'll be able to feed home. You understand?
I'm lost.
So that message, they kind of struck a chord. And I'm in a situation now whereby I'm planning on traveling out of the country.
Okay.
Onto that based on school routes, you know, so that while I'm schooling, I'm studying, so that while I'm schooling, I'm working, so that I'll be able to, you know, kind of make money for my family. And also, I plan to, even as I'm there, if I'm able to establish there, all my children, I don't want them to go to university in Nigeria, so that they will school outside the country, you know. But every day, once I remember these thoughts on this process, my heart skips because. Wait,
you saw what? You saw a quote on a bus, and that's really what's bothering you?
On a keke.
What are we doing here, for God's sakes?
No, listen. What I'm saying is that now it's just like is the instinct. It's just like it's a norm now. That for you to be able to secure the future of your children, you have to leave home to feed home.
Yeah.
Which is so heartbreaking. And I thanks to our government, though, they are wonderful. Yeah, I get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm wondering where the problem lies. I'm really still waiting to pick it up.
The problem lies that it's a sacrifice I want to do, but it pains me so much that I have to do it on a tenor climb. I don't have to leave home to feed home.
Yeah, but that's not a disconcerting fact. Right?
Wow.
Have I lost you?
Yeah, I'm here. Why I'm raising it is that if government should help, give us an enabling environment so that, like someone like me, I love my children I love them to beat.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 children.
Yeah, I can understand you being away from your wife, and your kids, how that could even impact them. But we are hoping for the best. Yeah, in the absence of a better...
It's a sacrifice that is too big for me to take. But
are you going to make it or not?
I'm going to have, for sure.
Then do it. There's really nothing more to be said about it.
All right, finally, Joy, please, I would like you on this show also, or one of the days, to discuss the peril or the nightmare that someone has to go through before he can travel outside this country. Maybe you want to go for a true education route.
Yeah.
As in, what you see, what your eye will see, is it from your school when you want to get your transcript? Is it from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs?
Yeah. Oh, I lost him. Well, yeah. We'll probably make that a 2-day show. Well, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. I have a message here. Welcome, it's Nigeria Info. You're listening to Confessions Thursday. There's a message. Is love? Is it enough reason to get married? If you're asking the question, 1, it's because you haven't necessarily decided to go on a quest to find out what love is. And if I gave you an answer, it would be my own answer. So it still leaves you with nothing. So 1, I'm going to ask you to be on a quest to find out what love is. And then by your own measure and judgment, you determine for yourself whether it's enough reason to be married. But if I were to answer this question from my own perspective, speaking for me, I think you already know what love is, right? Okay, good. Is it enough reason to be married? For me, it's the only reason to be. The only reason. There's no other reason that exists for me. So, but you see, that's me. But you're acting as though you're looking for an answer. And there's really nothing wrong with asking questions, but you have to get on a quest. You're going to be on a voyage to find out what you think it is. And then see whether you like the idea before you adopt it. Because you know a thing and then you adopt it. You can say, well, this is what I want for me. Well, I want love in my relationship or in my relationship. You can say that. Or you can be like other people and say, oh, I want money in my relationship. And whatever else you're out there hunting for. Yeah, so it's the only reason to be. Well, there's no other reason. Imagine if all of you were like in loving relationships. There'll probably not be a program called Confessions Thursday. For sure. Welcome to the show. It's Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday.
Oh, Joyce.
Good. You have a confession?
No, I come on 1 minute.
What?
1 minute.
Turn up the volume of your radio set. Okay, real quick. Turn up the volume of your radio set.
It's actually off.
Okay, good. Get to it.
All right. The man that had that issue with his wife, where she's still working in the office, but I think the major problem is that she's still going there. He's commented that man's really his mind. So I think if there's a way you can talk to her, tell her how he feels, and tell her we need you to get away from the office. That should be the major to solve a long way to solve the issue.
Her leaving the office?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where the problem is coming from. Every day she's still going there, and that man is there.
Okay.
He's committed with that. And the other guy that had the issue of the lady he feels always that I'd like you to get close to God. Ask him to give you a good one. God has a way of connecting the right people to you. So just get close to God. Ask him if you want a good one. You want to do the right thing. Just ask God to show you, to give you the good one. There are many good people, but you need God to connect you to them.
All right. That's actually a good idea, given that he was actually judging her by the fact that she was a prayerful person. Not every prayerful person is for you. Good. Confessions Thursday.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You have a confession.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. So I got married like 12 years ago. So the first 7 years of my marriage is full of ups and downs. Like my wife needs came to stay off, and then there's always.
What are you saying? Hold on, God. Wait. What did you say? Your wife what?
My wife niece came to stay with us.
Niece. Okay. Good. Good.
Like, yeah. So for the first 7 years, it's full of drama. You know, anytime I go to home, I have to settle dispute between she and my wife. So my wife is a caterer. She has a little shop where she goes to cook her food and all that, but she hardly had that time for us. Like, I mean, I've talked to her more than 3 times and come. You really do not have time for us. So even if she's home, she's tired already. She wants to sleep. In fact, it's so worse that I have to kill my sexual urge just to mend her own, just to fit into her own kind of lifestyle. Because, you know, number one, when I need her, she's not at home. She's busy, and by the time she returns, you know, the hectic day, she's tired. So along the line, something came up between me and the niece because we literally talk.
You and who? You and the help? You and the help? That's her niece?
The niece.
Oh, her niece.
The
Okay,
niece,
good.
the niece. Yeah. So one thing led to the other. Then we actually make house. So my wife was able to discover. She almost caught us in the act. Then it caused a lot of issues, and so the niece was sent back to her mom. But one way or the other, we still talk. I mean, the niece come to me for little problems that I'm able to solve financially and all that. So we still contacting. And now the thing is, number one, I'm struggling to get back my peace sexually. So my sexual urge for my wife has dropped. But with any other lady, I'm very active. So we had a conversation, me and her. She asked me that have I ever joined with any other lady and did the same thing. Then I told her, no, that doing with any other lady is never the same thing. But with you, it's just dead. Like I'm trying to, revive myself, my sexual urge back with her. But it's been very, very difficult. But of course, we talked about it. I sat her down, we discussed and all that. But then, it's not there yet.
Okay.
Because it took me a very long time to kill that urge. So I'm finding it very, very difficult to, get back.
I mean, we have to talk about your marriage, not from the perspective of love, but from the perspective of a sexual drive. And I think the marriage is already dead. It sounds dead already. What do you think about that?
Okay. No, here is the thing. We actually had...
Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on a second. I'm off on a break. You can call me back or you can wait, okay? We'll be right back, Lagos.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, Football Fan Festival in Nigeria is back. It's Goal Fest 2024, featuring exhilarating games, food, comedy, live music by some of the Nigerian musician superstars, and you can watch the UEFA Champions League final on a super huge screen. Goal Fest 2024 will take place on the 1st of June at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, Amadabella Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets available. Get your tickets now at www.goalfestnigeria.com
or at 267A at Timian Crescent, VI Lagos.
Goal Fest 2024 is powered by Femi and the Gang and Football Republic. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
The first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you
Oh, yes!
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games
Check.
to juicy gist
Double check.
and great music.
Super check.
All these and more on your #1 PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hey Lagos, what will you be doing on the 19th of May? Okay, Kelly Blind Entertainment is presenting to you Kelly Blind Unusual, the testimony edition. So you do not want to miss it. It's happening at Swiss International Hotel, plot 4 and 5 Road, 8D VGC Lekki Aja, Lagos. All right, it's brought to you by Ziki Media Concepts, and guess what? They're going to have like a lot of comedians packed in this one. I'm talking about people like Clint the Drunk, Faze, African China, MC Shakara, Mimiko, MC Downfall, Ijoba Danko, and much more. All right, and we also have the people of Wazobia FM joining us there. There's regular tickets for 5,000, VIP is 20K, and a table of 10 is 1 million. Tickets are available at www.ariatickets.com, and you can also get your tickets at all A-Binance supermarket outlets. Okay, that's www.ariatickets.com and all A-Binance supermarkets. You do not want to miss this. It's happening on May 19th at 6 p.m. For inquiries, you can call 0806 081 0852, 0806 081 0852, or call 0805 478 6071, 005 478 6071. Packaged by Ziki Media Concept.
All right, so I have a call on the line on Confessions Thursday. Thank you very much. So I have just about one more minute before it's time for the headlines. So you were on a thoughts before the break. Yeah.
Hello, yeah. So what I was saying earlier is that I think it's not really a journey to kill whatever drive you have for somebody, because if you want to get it back, it's not really easy to,
So hold on a second, because you were saying that you had to kill the sexual attraction you had for your wife. But then again, if we're judging from your tale, you killed it for your wife and then you developed it for her niece. That's what you're saying.
No, like only like for her. Then for every other person, I'm always whom I am.
Yeah, so that's a problem. First of all, you don't love her. You shouldn't even be with her. You don't want to be with her because you're with everybody else.
No, this is what happened. If because considering the fact that she's a very busy person, then you don't want to bore her with my own kind of wants and all that.
Okay,
So
hold on a second. I beg you, please. Just hold on. I want to go off on a break for the news headlines. I will come back and give just you the time of day for you to finish your thoughts, okay?
Okay.
Please, just hold on or you can call me back. I'll appreciate it. Lagos, we're off on a break for the news updates. We'll be right back. We're Nigeria Info. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
It's too The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Here are the headlines. President Tinubu inaugurates 3 gas processing plants in Nigeria. Organized labor pulls out of minimum wage negotiations with federal government of Nigeria. Nigeria Employers Consultative Association urges labor to return to negotiation table on planned minimum wage review. While federal government urges broadcast stations to stop using diesel and adopt CNG for operations. NECO denies extending internal registration for senior school certificate examination. Deputy Chief of Staff to President to Lagos State Governor Joyce Onyemuwa has died. Rotimi Sankore's friends and admirers hold night of tributes today. Enugu State Government targets production of over 1 million metric tons of rice per year. INEC awaits court's decision on the fate of decamped Rivers lawmakers. Pathologist Professor Shokunle Shoyemi says cause of Mohbad's death uncertain. On the foreign scene, World Health Organization pre-qualifies new dengue vaccine. And Russia's President Putin meets China's counterpart Xi Jinping as Ukraine war looms large. Those are the headlines. This is Still the Sunny Side with Joyce. I am Yvonne Ohaifo, and you're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is the Sunny Side.
.3 Nigeria Info. Do I still have you here? Hey.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. So, you say, well, you were on the thoughts before the break. Thank you very much for holding on. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
All right. So what I'm saying is that when we started considering her work schedules and the kind of stress she goes through, so I'm like, okay, I just have to consider her. So even if I have the urge, I just have to like, okay, like considering my partner as well, that okay, she's tired, let me just hold on, let me consider her. So over the years that have been happening, then okay, now it's not like in a night I couldn't do more than one because I've actually killed that emotion towards her.
Okay.
So it get to a time it got me worried. That was even another reason why I like, okay, let me try elsewhere. Maybe then trying elsewhere, it was like, okay, I'm seeing whom I used to be. But with her, I couldn't go more than once for the night. So I called her for us to have a discussion. And truly, she admitted that, yes, she has not really given me time and all that. Then she asked me also about the sexual affair. She knows I must have tried elsewhere. I said, yes, I did. And I'm still who I am. But with her, I'm not the same thing.
So when you say with her, you're referring to your wife specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
I told her that with her, that I'm not the same thing.
So
I couldn't do more than once because I've killed the drive. Then reviving it with her now, it's a big issue, which I could not do.
Yeah. So, there's an array of problems here. There's the fact that you're cheating on your wife. You're making it sound as though you're being favorable to her by going to sleep outside because she's tired. That's what it's sounding like, So there's you cheating on her. There's you cheating with other people, and now there's also the problem of you're no longer attracted to her. I think the question for you is, yeah. I think the question: do you still want the marriage? Because you don't have it. But let me just ask you.
Definitely, yes, I do. I want the marriage. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want the marriage, you're going to have to give up everything else. That's what you have to do. So that this becomes your only focus, and then you can help her out. If she's working long hours and she comes home tired, well, I'm hoping that you're useful to her by trying to make sure that you're helping her. You know what I mean, right?
I do. I cover every other area. Everywhere she needs my help, I do, yeah.
Okay. So when you speak to her, though, is she equally interested in the marriage, and does she realize that this is something both of you have to work on?
Yes. She agreed that we need to work on it, especially from her own perspective. She has a lot of work to do about it.
Oh.
And aside from that, we don't have any issue at all. We're good.
Oh. So it's just this thing about, is she cheating on you as well? Do you know that?
No, she's not. She's not.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if she did, for any reason?
I didn't get that.
Would it be okay if she did, if she found another guy attractive for a moment, and she thought, oh, okay, I'd like to lay with him? Would that be okay in your books?
Well, as I know her, she's not really that type of person. Like, she's not really like that, yeah.
Is it? But it's not because she's not that kind of person, that's why you are this kind of person. Can you see that? Because if...
Well...
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
Yeah, well, so when we started, actually, she's really, really ignorant of the whole thing. Yeah, so I'll have to be... Yeah, I do a lot of job to make her see how you enjoy it and all that and all that. But coupled with the fact that there's no really much time.
Okay.
That there's no really much time.
Yeah.
So lack of communication also includes.
Okay.
So literally, she can come home, then we'll talk for like 30 minutes. She's sleeping already.
Wow. Okay. So it means that her life's so busy. And I don't think that you going out is the solution. And I think you already realized that. So you have to give up everybody else.
Yeah.
You have to. If you really want the marriage, that is. But, you have to give up everybody else and try to work on what you have. Particularly now that she's aware that your marriage isn't holding together. Then hopefully both of you can work together to hold it together. Right? Yeah. So give up what you have first so that you can focus on one thing and then get the best out of it. That's the only way you can win with this one. Yeah. That's the only way you can win.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much for calling. Sure. Thank you very much for calling. Yes. A good run today on a Confessions Thursday. I just realized I'm developing feelings.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.